back with more Walking Dead World Beyond. This is episode 3 of season 1, and yeah, I'm excited to carry on, see what they're going to do next with the story. I still think we're on a very solid start with those first 2 episodes. You know, some of the main characters' decisions can be a bit frustrating, but you have to bear in mind, I guess, that they're just starting out, going out into the world beyond. So they don't really know how to fight walkers and stuff, but they aren't learning their lessons, which is kind of frustrating. And it ended at a very odd point, so I'm intrigued to see how the story is going to carry forward in this one, and maybe feel like a more complete conclusion to this like first part of their journey. We'll have to wait and see. But I am liking a lot of the character stuff they're doing so far. I enjoyed the flashbacks with Felix we got in the last episode. I'm hoping more characters kind of get that kind of treatment as we continue on. And yeah, Hope's kind of gone off on her own, so I assume we're going to be following her for a bit, at least in this episode as well. So yeah, we're off to a decent start, and I'm happy to continue and see what happens next. So yeah, let's get into the next one. Silas flashbacks though, I'm here for that.
We want you to know you're special, Silas. You're sweet, thoughtful, caring young man.
Oh, maybe I'm not here for that.
We don't even know if the siren works, or if we can get it to work. We weren't gonna risk anyone on this. We decided.
You decided.
Jesus Christ. She flips a coin on whether she's going to be optimistic or not, doesn't she?
Hope.
Oh, the walkies aren't working.
There, Hope?
Must be a Walking Dead spin-off.
Hope! I love you. I'm grooving.
No, you're flipping me off with the talking.
That's kind of wholesome.
But really,
I mean, you know, flipping her off aside.
I hope we don't have to kill any. But in case we do you think you can do it?
Guess we'll see. Wow. Only took 5 seconds for things to go wrong. Oh. Can you imagine? One time he finally hit something, it's Cyrus. All around me are some undead faces.
My mom used to buy me these. I used to ask her to, back in Omaha. You know, before.
You miss her?
No.
Oh.
It's okay if you're scared.
No. Not of them.
He's holding himself back. Oh dear. Well.
Felix!
Oh shit.
Hi.
Where's Hope?
The trail one of you left behind to get us here.
No. She didn't leave us. She wouldn't.
She... You're telling me
Yeah.
so.
Hope didn't want to do it.
We can still get out of this. It's not over.
And then what? You know how it's gonna go now. How it always goes.
Oh dear.
I just miss him. Every family's
Aw.
got something, right?
Does he want a family? He's crying. Oh. I know that poem. Hi! I like that they are like covering their faces now, so they kind of learned from the first section. So that's good. Something. Progress. Wear a mask, folks. Nice.
Son of a mother...
Yep.
She said something about our mistakes shouldn't have to follow us.
Okay. And what does that have?
Sometimes our mistakes follow us.
Did Hope say anything else?
No.
I think his mistakes are following him.
She's what I am. What I've done. That's why I shouldn't. That's why I can't.
Does he like lose control at times?
That's why I didn't even...
I don't care about her mistakes or yours.
You should.
Yeah, it's one thing like, oh, I stole some milk,
What are you
or,
so afraid of?
I don't know, I ate my dog. Or I strangled a man.
The reason we got walls is keep the monsters out.
Rude. Oh. What did the desk do?
Took the whole thing apart and now I don't know how to put it back together. How's your day?
Genius.
Well, there's so much, but you need to haul ass.
What? Haul what?
Ass.
You need to haul ass to the exit. You're gonna make it.
I mean, if they kill her in episode 3, that's ballsy.
No goodbyes, okay?
Not yet.
Haul ass. Yeah, I got it now.
Oh my god.
Felix is like, we're all gonna die.
I don't think I can. Well, I do.
You can.
They're gonna burst into song or something. I feel an inspirational song coming on. No, don't go into the light. It's a terrible idea. Whoa, Jesus, that was fucking loud. Fuck. Turn that down. Oh, Jesus Christ. She can't even go down the ladder.
What immortal hand or eye
Oh, man.
I fear.
Ha, suckers.
Into deeps for skies.
They're in a sticky situation there. Ha. Oh. Dracarys. I set fire to the dead. Whoa! Uh-oh. Well, you two need a bath. Ah, careful. The head. The head. There we go. Sisters. Sisters. And Silas was there. Oh.
Get them out! I got it!
Oh god. Oh no. Oh no. Silas. That'll tire them out. Ha. I mean, I'd still fucking leave.
I'm not going back.
That's wise, because everyone's dead.
You would want me to be where I'm supposed to be. I'm where I'm supposed to be too. Great.
Me too. There's something I have to tell you.
About her mum?
I scared her. She shot Mom. I killed her. You should have told me.
Well, yeah.
I just didn't want what happened to change you.
But at least the whole her killing the pregnant lady is not going to come back in a dramatic way. It's not like they're like really good friends with her son or anything.
And the goddamn sky was falling. We weren't ready for it. None of us were, but ours was.
And you're not ready now, so there you go. Oh. I'm glad they didn't do the cliche, you lied to me, I'll never forgive you nonsense. It's a great location, look at that.
Are you trying to say you're coming with us?
Give me an option.
Not really.
I guess that's what I'm saying. At least it's like,
I'm kind of glad you're here.
well, that makes one of us.
And I'm sorry.
It was to save my mom's manuscript. She never finished the last chapter, so I want to.
Oh boy.
For her, but for me too. I know it was kind of irrational.
It was. But it was also kind of badass.
Silas?
No. Why did you not do that before you set off?
We love you, Silas.
Ah,
We're so lucky
awesome.
to be your grand.
Oh, this bitch. Don't trust anyone who has a flag displayed like that, I'm sorry. Doesn't matter what the flag. What the hell are you doing?
We are the last light of the world. We are the last.
Then why'd you dress in all black? Do you not have spoons in the apocalypse? Not quite Baby Yoda with his soup, was it?
You will be remanded to the CRM Health and Welfare Complex until you are deemed ready to serve again.
albeit in a labour-oriented capacity.
I
Wow.
don't think I'll ever be ready.
She's a charming lady, isn't she? As a British person, I do not claim her. What are you crying for now? I don't feel bad for you, you bitch. Okay, another solid episode, I would say. I think I preferred it to the last one for sure, because I feel like we're getting a sense that they are like learning a bit. We saw Iris and Hope take down some walkers at the end there and actually went for the head, so that was good. That's progress. They actually were listening. And we had them like wearing some mask coverings to keep them from like having coughing fits and stuff, which is always helpful. So that's good. We're seeing a bit of progress with that, and a bit of development with that, and the fact that they are getting a bit more ready for the world ahead. Obviously they've got a long way to go, but there's time, and we are seeing the fact that they're learning from their mistakes now, which is good. And a big thing in this episode, I think, was mistakes you've made in your past, and kind of learning to accept them, moving past them, you know, however you want to deal with those mistakes. So we kind of had that, them learning in that sense. We had Hope tell Iris the truth about what happened with her mother, which was really cool. I'm glad we got that and they didn't drag that out for too long. Same with like the whole group reuniting and the adults finding the kids. I thought that was going to take a lot longer than it actually did, which is good. I'm glad that it didn't get dragged out too long. So now we have a different kind of shift in the group dynamic, just so we've got a sense of what it may have been before with just the kids. Now it's changed up again, so it'll be interesting to see how they all interact and what they're going to do, how that's going to shift and change. I don't think Felix is going to change their mind about like making them turn around. I thought maybe he will just join the cause. So we'll see how that goes and what Huck could do as well in part, like as part of that group. And there's still some bombshells obviously, because Hope killed Elton's mother. We've got another mention of her in this episode, so they're definitely bigging that up to be something quite spectacular when that all gets revealed, and it's going to be quite explosive, I think. But I did appreciate that with Iris, she wasn't like mad at Hope and was like, oh, I'll never forgive you when she found out the truth. Even, you know, she kept it to herself all these years. It felt nice because this episode really did a good job, I think, of establishing their sisterly bond. And, you know, them, like when they're talking over the walkies and like giving each other the finger or something, like it felt that felt quite real to me. It felt like something some sisters would come up with, like a wacky little way they communicate. The fact that Hope could tell when Iris was doing that was really cool, and it just shows how close they are. And I feel like Elton's gonna, you know, explode and be super angry at Hope when he finds out the truth about what happened to his mum. So I'm glad they didn't do the same thing with Iris. Makes sense. So yeah, still enjoying the characters a lot and getting a sense of where they are. Hope, you know, having left that trail for the adults to find them, but also now deciding she wants to carry on with that quest. And she's putting that mistake behind her with what happened with her mum. It seems Silas has some mistakes in his past as well. I was hoping we'd get a bit more of that and actually see what he was on about in all those moments, but he's obviously afraid of himself and losing control, something like that. He feels like a bit of an outcast. People clearly didn't treat him particularly nicely. But I was hoping for a bit more. When we started off getting Silas flashbacks, I was like, oh good, we're going to find out a bit more about him. But they teased a lot, but we didn't actually get any answers, which I think is a bit of a shame. I felt like they should have given us more, but there should be time for that. But either way, it was good that we're getting something, and the fact that he's kind of afraid of himself, and I think he's holding himself back from really losing it, and that's why he's not taking down walkers and stuff. So I think that's going to be his journey, but obviously he has mistakes that he's carrying with him as well. And even Elizabeth at the end there, she's kind of carrying her mistakes. Maybe she knows what she's doing is, you know, abhorrent when she like slaughtered all those people at the community before in the first episode, and now she's living with that and drinking wine and crying, absolute mood. So yeah, that little scene at the end there with her and that guard from the first episode, I think she believes she's just doing it for the greater good, but it is affecting her more than she's clearly letting on, which is an interesting thing. It's not like she's just stone cold and, you know, doing what's necessary evil or that. Maybe it is having more of an impact than she lets on, which I guess adds another layer to her character that I'm sure we'll delve into a bit more. But I'm liking that. It's a different kind of way of exploring this Walking Dead world when we have this like really thriving community with that, you know, they have energy and all of that stuff. So excited to see a bit more of that and where they're going to go with Elizabeth's character arc in particular. I'm not really sure where they're headed with that. Is she going to get redeemed? Is she just going to go full on villain? Who knows? So there's that. And yeah, we had some nice sisterly moments with Hope and Iris. Felix and Huck reuniting with the group. It should be cool to see how that dynamic's going to shift and change in the future. Elton continues to be a delight. I really like him a lot. He's my favourite. Really funny moments and learning a bit more about his mother's history with like the manuscript and stuff. So they're setting something up for a quite spectacular reveal there. And I am intrigued to see what Elton's reaction is really going to be. He seems quite level-headed and kind in that respect. Like the way he treats Silas is really nice, saying, you know, I believe you can do this. And bonds are forming, you know, with Hope saying Elton was a badass, and really nice moment with Silas and Iris at the end there when he put the blanket around them. That was really sweet, and the fact that he like listens to the recordings that his grandparents made for him. So I'm really intrigued at exactly what went down in Silas's past that makes him so afraid of himself. You know, we saw him like beating on someone, getting arrested. So I feel like he's lashed out at someone. I don't know if it's a bully, I don't know if he's defending someone else, but I'm intrigued to find out. But I do feel like we should have found that out in this episode, but what can you do? They didn't go down that path. And yes, some even nice scenes with Felix and the girls near the end when they talk about the jacket. So I'm intrigued to see. I think those three are going to form a really nice bond, and he could become like another fatherly figure for the girls, which should be kind of cool. And yeah, Huck, we still need to learn a lot more about her as well. I think she's kind of in the same boat as Silas when we haven't gotten that much of her. And even when they do give flashbacks to Silas in this episode, they don't go all the way, which is odd. But again, I'm looking forward to some backstory for Huck as well, to see how she ticks, how she got that scar and stuff. So there's a lot of nice teasing that I think will pay off in the long run with this show. Whether it's this season or the next season, who can say? But I really like that. And seeing a lot of the group slowly step up and learn to take down some walkers and everything. So that progress is good, and things are happening at a quicker pace than I was expecting, which I'm happy about. You know, I'm glad the group is all together now. I'm glad Hope told Iris the truth about their mum. So there are still some lingering things, but you know, I wouldn't want any of that to drag too long, and they clearly aren't going down that route. So I feel like the pacing of this season is just going to get better and better as we go along. But yeah, overall, another really solid episode. I'm liking the characters a lot. I appreciated getting some Silas flashbacks. I just wish they'd gone a bit more with it. The Elizabeth stuff at the end is interesting. And we have like this mission now for the rest of the journey and the next stage, I guess. So we'll see what happens, but I'm definitely warming up to these characters more and more with each passing episode, and the storyline is still quite intriguing to me. So we'll see what happens, but yeah, another solid episode, I would say, and we'll have to wait and see where they go next and what the next challenge and obstacle in the way is going to be, because inevitably there will be fun. But overall, solid episode, I did enjoy it, and I look forward to seeing more. But until my next reaction, thanks for watching.